Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. This time from the Palm Desert office. This particular blog is entitled Right Wing Extremism. And as you probably have noticed over the last couple of weeks, there has been a move on behest of a lot of different, what I would consider to be liberal organizations, to effectively try to bring war upon anybody who doesn't fall within what we would consider to be the sort of the progressive mindset of political discourse. Now, as is really sort of manifested really since Occupy Wall Street, one of the fascinating things that happened a number of years ago, we had a mass movement to essentially take on Wall Street and sort of the established hedge funds that exist on Wall Street. Up until that point, you definitely had what I would refer to as the victim industrial complex, but you didn't see a gigantic manifestation of what could best be described as identity politics. It was there, but it wasn't industrialized. It wasn't mechanized into such a way where it was being used as a means of obstructing all other conversations. Suddenly you had Occupy Wall Street, which to a large extent sort of threatened the status quo of the established economic paradigms that existed out there. And then boom, instantly we saw all of this victim identity politics suddenly materialize. And one could argue, if you're being somewhat conspiratorial, that this was directly sort of rallied around the idea of altering the conversation from, creating some sort of economic reform. This way, okay, well, we can focus our energies on this. It's been argued by a number of different people. I'm not entirely sure that I completely believe in that, but there's some data to suggest that that's exactly what had taken place. Anyways, all that notwithstanding, immediately following President Biden's ascension to the throne of the United States of America, there was this movement to essentially treat the election as though there was this gigantic mandate that somehow the Democrats had won this overwhelming majority and now completely dominated the political sphere. If you actually look at the numbers, it's far from that. In fact, if anything, one could argue the Democrats actually ended up essentially losing the election, with the sole exception of Donald Trump losing his presidency. All that being said, there's been this really, really aggressive movement of what I would call now neoliberalism. Essentially, it's the idea that, well, if you don't believe in large-scale government, then by definition, you are a racist, okay? Or better yet, you are what is referred to as a right-wing extremist. This is extraordinarily problematic because this effectively says if you do not agree with the dominant paradigm, you are somehow a militant and effectively a counter-revolutionary. This is massively illiberal. In fact, I would go so far as to say that if anyone that considers themselves to be a liberal actually believes in the crap that is being promulgated right now by what, again, I would refer to as the neoliberalism, establishment, then you need to tear up that leftist card. You are not a liberal. You are not even a collectivist. You are a reactionary right-wing conservative. Congratulations, you have become what you have decided that you are always going to be fighting against. You believe in the establishment of a dominant paradigm, economic as well as privileged class. You do not believe that anybody has the ability to articulate a message that's contrary to that, and you are willing to use force or the implicit threat of force to prevent anybody from articulating a position that does not fall in line with what could best be described as the conservative orthodoxy. You, my quote-unquote liberal friend, are the very definition of a fascist. Okay, you have effectively taken the state, raised it to a level of almost religious superiority, and you are prepared to use violence to go after anyone who does not agree exactly with your version of established orthodoxy, the very utter definition of fascism. Anyways, one of the arguments to go against that is that anybody who does not feel along the lines of the established orthodoxy is a counter-revolutionary and needs to be canceled. And the best way of articulating that position is to say that they are right-wing extremists, because that completely marginalizes them. There's a couple of examples that I cite in the blog, one of which actually involves a police department somewhat close to home for us here in California. So, I hope you like the blog, or at the very least, I hope you read the blog. As always, I want you to train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. And above all else, stay safe.